Okay, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And the brother GMS Hollins just did a video, which I'm watching. As you see, I'm already 2 minutes in. It says 11-year-old girls can now walk topless. Esau's land is falling more. Leviticus 19 and 29. Let's actually get that. Which is, let's see. It says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. Okay, and we know what happens after that: destruction. As a matter of fact, when you go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 16, chapter 16 verse 1, desire now a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. All right, so this is supposed to be something that you're supposed to abhor. This wicked society you're supposed to abhor, especially when Esau begins to do things like this. All right, like the brother said, and when you read the description, he says he's not even angry, man. It's just show you that we're getting closer to Esau falling. All right, though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude, for one that is just is better than 1,000. All right, so if we continue to push his word, push righteousness, push Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we are better than all these wicked niggas. What's it going to soon come to an end? For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. And that's what is happening in this place. You know, all types of shit is being pushed on these young kids. All right, because Esau understands the scriptures too, but he uses it to his own gain. And the scriptures say, what? Train up a child in the way that he should go, and he shall not depart from thee. Now, in this society, Esau is training up children to be homosexuals, all right, to think about, adult type things, touching themselves and stuff like that at an age of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, man. It says, trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude, for one that is just is better than 1,000, and better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. For by one that have understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. So this world is about to fade away. Many such things have I seen with my eyes, and my ears have heard greater things than these. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified toward the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness, neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride. He pitied not the people of perdition who were taken away in their sins, nor the 600,000 footmen who were gathered together in the hardness of their hearts. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished, for mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is getting ready to pour out displeasure. All right, and like Ezra said, it's actually going to get even worse. So we in those times to where, we just really count. It's more so now in like the second mark. You know how you have, and when the second mark, like when you have a minute and then goes 59 seconds, 58 seconds, it gets faster and faster, it seems. All right, and these days are getting shorter. As Yahweh Shai said, I shorten the days for the elect's sakes, man. Especially now, you got so-called daylight savings. So even Esau tells you that the days are getting shorter. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. And the way, why is that? Because most people that dwell upon earth, they subscribe to Esau's wickedness instead of abhorring it. Okay? On one instance, you got the Me Too movement, where you're supposed to, you have these so-called actors, what's the word I'm looking for? Ostracizing, not ostracizing, supposedly it's supposed to violating these women, and then on the other hand, you got these women going around topless, man. So do you want respect or do you not want respect? And that's the wine that Babylon feeds you, man. All right, which Babel means confused, and this place is definitely confusion. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. When we come to that, Amos 8:11, man, says what? That there shall be a famine of the word. Esau's taking brothers' videos down, but at the same time, pushing out more of his wickedness, man. So the way of truth, all right, is being hidden. All right, there's going to be soon to where the internet is going to be taken down. All right, I seen a video where a brother's live stream was taken down because they said it was too long. I believe it was the elder brother over there in GMS, South Carolina. It says, but iniquity shall be increased. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. There's articles going out about how Esau is trying to legalize pedophilia. All right, legalizing you actually get penalized, for calling a man, or a male, when he actually wants to be called a female. Just a whole bunch of confusion, man. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest. Now, a few years ago, when you just heard about them thinking about implementing pedophilia, you think this is it, but the Most High, obviously it wasn't, because we still here, and the Most High has more sins stacked up. He has this place, going on so it can commit more sins. So therefore, those 200 million missiles can be justified. Which really in our carnal mind, we think that they're already justified. But the Lord has so much anger built up, as it is also written. The Lord is slow to anger. And great in wrath. Let me see. Slow. I think it's in Nahum 1:3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and in the clouds are the dust of his feet. So there you go. He will not at all acquit the wicked. So you ask yourself, well, why did the Lord take this place out a long time ago? That means he's never coming back. But he is, man. He's just, the Lord, the scripture said the Lord's thoughts are not as our thoughts. The Most High is very patient. And when a God is very patient, that when he snaps, he snaps. In the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. All right, so here it is. The Lord is allowing Esau to continue to do wickedness. Allow him to have pride so that he can do more wickedness, so that he can have more pride and do more wickedness. And then out of nowhere, suddenly, the Most High is going to take this place out. But if the Most High grant thee live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. All right, basically meaning it's going to be a set day to where the Most High is going to deliver us out of this wickedness. Okay. Now, in that article the brother was going into, it says 11-year-old girls can now go topless in Fort Collins, Colorado, after feminists defeat sexist ban. All right. And that's why the scriptures say you don't give a woman a liberty to gad abroad, because this is the type of stuff they will do. All right. The scriptures say that a woman is supposed to be in the house. That's not her job to be out there, pushing her feelings, man. That's not her job, man. Her job is to be in the house under her husband. All right. Making sure the house is good, making sure the kids is good, man. And this is why, man. You see, when women rule things, all right, without the guidelines of a man, a righteous man of the Lord, let me add that, shit goes wrong. It says girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. Let me repeat that for those who think I'm kidding. Let me see. I might just play the video. Lock here, 1 second.
Preteen girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. Let me repeat that for those who think I'm kidding. Preteen girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. All thanks to a bunch of women over at the Free the Nipple campaign who like to complain about men staring at their boobs while walking around exposing their boobs. In order to settle a 3-year lawsuit from the Free the Nipple campaign, the city council in Fort Collins, Colorado, agreed earlier this month to remove a ban on women over 10 years old exposing their breasts in public spaces, meaning that...
And that's the wickedness, man. All right, you can't buy alcohol, nor can you buy cigarettes or anything unless you're at the age of 21. All right, but you can walk around topless. You see the wickedness of this place, man? That's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Shalak Rayam Al Babylon Al Babal Shalak Rayam. Alright? Wa Nashim Wa Haragim Wa Mashapayim Al Babal Abkusha the water from Yah to Wa. Alright? And what I said was send death and judgments and punishments unto Al Aratazar Babal, unto the land of Babylon. Please, Baba Kusha, please, the water, them yad, tawab, thank you, always, good, you know, so let it be.
Now, and I really cannot emphasize this enough, preteen girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. The ban was officially lifted as of Tuesday after the city spent over $320,000 in legal fees trying to defend the ordinance, which came under fire from a loud but relatively minor feminist group that thinks women should just be able to prance about with their tatas blowing in the breeze. Britt Hongling and Samantha Six had sued the town over what they called a sexist policy that targeted women because men were still allowed to walk around shirtless and nobody cared. You know, probably because they don't have boobs. But by the time the city council finally agreed to drop their ban, a district court judge and a federal appeals court had already ruled against the policy. KGUN 9 reports that because the policy was struck down by the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals and the city declined to pursue this case up to the U.S. Supreme Court, this means that any such policy barring women from walking around topless without also placing the same restrictions on men means that the laws are not enforceable in all 6 states in the 10th District. And this includes Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Kansas, or Oklahoma. Therefore, to reiterate yet again, preteen girls as young as 11 can now walk around Colorado topless. And in a world in which parents are willingly dragging their prepubescent boys into drag queen story hours and teaching them how to smear on 14 pounds of makeup with a spatula before they've even learned how to shave, tween girls being encouraged to trot around with their bare chests exposed to every perv with functioning retinas no longer seems outside the realm of possibility, you know, for equality. Newsflash, feminists, when will you get your heads out of your hairy armpits long enough to realize that nothing about this makes us equal? Flashing yourself in front of perfect strangers does not empower you. It makes you even more of a sex object than you already complain that you are. You're handing the patriarchy tickets to a free show and then whining about rape culture and get mad when men don't take you seriously. You want to know where all the good guys have gone? Well, they're out looking for women who don't stroll around in their birthday suits to try to make some stupid social justice point. And before you give me this song and dance about how boobs are natural and should be paraded around in public view, you know, taking a poop is also perfectly natural, but that doesn't mean anybody wants to see it on the subway. And speaking of poop, that's where I'm going to leave this. that this ridiculous, dangerous campaign is one giant steaming pile of crap. And I don't know what it...
Hey, and that's Babylon. All right, let me finish it off. It's only a few more seconds.
Insanity is going on over at the U.S. Court of Appeals, but the Court of Public Opinion should treat it as such. And that's your reality check, America. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Facebook.
Hey, with that, Waf Labo Boho, Shalom.